the locker room in football is really one of the most toxic places for me, at least. You know, it's the most I cuss, it's the most I did stuff, the most you talk about girls and all this other stuff, you know, the women and stuff you could do. And then I didn't talk about God that much, you know, and that's what really, really affected me. Like I felt I got farther and farther from God. And the only time I really prayed was right before the game. Like, come on, God, let me get a million tackles and go crazy, you know? And it was more just using him like a Santa Claus instead of really having a relationship. And now that I have time to sit here and focus on myself, I really got closer to him, which has helped me with a lot of my relationships. Cause when it's going down, you know, you go through the depression and anxiety and then you just start yelling at people in your family and all that stuff. You're just bringing all that toxic energy out towards them. And I'm still trying to, you know, repay for some of the damage that I did do during that time of when you're feeling the football kind of slip away. I just became an angry person because your dream, you know, is evaporating. You can feel it and you're trying to pull and grab it and try to hold on, but then you just drown in it. And I just took it out on so many people. So finding God and getting acceptance and repentance to him, you know, makes me feel a lot better each day. And I can go around, you know, I draw, I read, I try to write and do different things to ease my mind, play video games, you know, Call of Duty, shoot some people, be relaxed and stuff like that. But it's really just been fun finding myself without saying, okay, I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to do something in football. I really just felt good. You know, I also was what I did radio in Louisville, sideline reporting for 1 year. And even that, I didn't like being on the sideline so close, you know, and couldn't help. I couldn't coach. I couldn't assist because I see so much stuff that was wrong and you can't say anything. You just got to say, yeah, guys, it's 70 degrees and sunny down here. Back up to you. Like it was just boring for me, you know, so, but now that I have some real estate businesses and stuff like that to get some money and things like that, but it's really just been fun being by myself and just learning me.
Man, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So you were kind of in this angry state, you know, as it's slipping away. I'm guessing that's like you get to Cincinnati, it probably doesn't go the way you envisioned, some injuries, and it's just slipping away. What was that anger like? I mean, when you look back at it.
Yeah, because first game, so Vontez was suspended the first 4 games of that first season of Cincinnati. So I'm trying to, you know, show that we could be here forever to start out. So I'm trying to make my impression the first games. First game versus Andrew Luck down there in Indianapolis. First drive, Andy Dalton throws the interception. They get the ball in their red zone. A couple plays, Andrew Luck throws a pick to me. I'm celebrating, all happy, like I'm home. This is finally everything I ever wanted. Then right before halftime, going to take on the screen, played the cut block, tried to make a tackle, then everybody just fell on my leg. And then I'm hurt for the rest of my career after that one game. And then you're trying to play, you're hopping around, you're taking all these pills and Toradol shots and going to see this doctor, going to see this specialist, going to see this ankle guru, going to get stretched by this person, a massage, an acupuncturist. Every day you're doing different things, trying to figure it out. And then you can just see like you're not yourself no more on film. And that's where the sadness started to come in because usually I would get hurt and I could play. I'll be all right. I could push through it. Not with that. I just was not the same. And it was just sad watching me on film. But just 3 weeks ago, I'm running through that guy. Now I'm just hopping over there trying to do my best. And it was saddening every day. And then the new coaching staff comes in, Marvin and those guys leave. And then you're trying to put a new impression on other guys. And then they're not totally honest with you. And then you're just feeling like, what do I do? So I was just so mad because I wanted to cuss them out every single day. The new coaches, Zach Taylor and those guys, you just wanted to cuss them out every day. But you got to be the company guy. You got to relax. You got to play the role. I think the worst time I felt was when they told me they was going to take me out of the starting lineup. And I said, okay, cool. So I'm learning special teams, trying to be a team player. I'm on scout team, playing DN, running all the way down every play, just trying to be a team guy. And they said, okay, I didn't get any, maybe I got 3 defensive reps all week in practice. Then first series versus Baltimore, they go down and score. Then the second series, he looks at me and says, "You're in." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm in? I haven't practiced. I don't know what's going on. You told me I wasn't going to play split on special teams, and now you're acting like we're rotating when we didn't rotate reps." So they just throw me out there. Then I get scored on for the first time in 5 years since I was a rookie. And then they're like, "Oh yeah." Then the next day I come in and I get cut. And it was just like, I felt set up like you're going to go out there and mess up. But that's on me. I always have to be prepared, but I wasn't. I was just working on kickoff return and what lane I'm in on kickoff and how to be on punt. So it was just a misdirection I felt in their part. So after that, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to look at football. I didn't want to do it. Then you bounce around to Oakland. Then you go to Jacksonville, and then you just never want to play again. And luckily, Corona happened, because if it didn't, I had tryouts and stuff lined up what I could have went to, but I just didn't want to be around it, because I would have been. I told my agent I would have tried to hurt everybody. Like I never really played to try to hurt anyone. I would just make the tackle, good for you. But I would have came back just a spiteful, hurtful person. And if they put me in the game, I either would have messed up or I would have tried to take everybody's knees out and all the stuff that I never did. But I was just so hurt by the game, I was going to change, and that's how I could have been in my regular life if I let that take over my heart. But that's why I had to get God, or I really would have been out here just an angry guy. And I just didn't like myself being that way.